Good morning, all my elevators. Yes, once again, I am in the car en route to the plantation, and I decided to share because I've got something else. I have another download. I have been doing almost 30 days of shadow work, and what shadow work is, it is the dark sides of us. It's the things that may be not so attractive, that we don't like, that typically gets in the way, of our growth and development. It causes issues for us, in our personal lives, relationships, just for us, period, in any type of dynamic. So it could be a professional or a personal, dynamic or setting. And shadow work will show itself. With that, I've been sitting with feelings and my inability to feel. Where did I learn this from? Where did I pick it up? Why did I pick it up? Why can't I process my feelings in real time? Why does it takes processing time, And I've always thought that people use that as an excuse not to feel in real time. So it's different. It hits different, I should say, when it's you, when it's your stuff, when it's your thing, and you are the person that's not processing in real time. It's one thing to be able to identify when someone else is not able to process in real time, but when you are not able to process in real time, like that's a whole nother beast. So with that, I've been doing shadow work, which is absolutely necessary for me and my personal relationships, because the people that I have in my life currently serve as great mirrors for me. Whether they process, whether they are doing something really, really good and I want to show up that way and I want people to experience me that way and I can learn from them, or I can also learn what not to do. I can also see myself in some of the things that the people in my life right now do. And I get to decide whether or not I want to change the behavior, accept the behavior, or just be like, it is what it is, and that's something that I don't want to do. So with that, I began to understand where I arrived at this place of not processing in real time. Being the only child, having a traumatic childhood, I have been put in positions that kids, in my opinion, are just not supposed to be put in. From being molested to having to see about, sisters and brother, my sister, my brother, and kind of being the adult, right? So helping out with homework, clothes, combing hair, cooking, seeing about them, whatever I had to do. But most people look at that as the responsibility of a big sister. And I just feel like it's a fine line between that. But with that, being the adult, some of my childhood was taken away from me. And when I was hit with some of these traumatic situations, I wasn't always afforded the opportunity to process my feelings. Maybe subconsciously, maybe that's what I was taught. Maybe no one, asked me questions, to help me navigate through that situation. I don't know. But I remembered last night from journaling in my journal entries that, because I went through so much, I have taught myself to put my feelings in my pocket. I have taught myself to pretty much put them holes in your shoes and walk on them. Act like they don't exist. You got to keep going. You got stuff to do. You got deadlines to meet. You got to go to work. You got to help your sister and brother. You got to help your mama. You still got to show up as the same person. People expect for you to still be able to go and not process. People expect for you to be present and not have a down moment. People expect for you to still have that same air and aura about yourself, and you got shit going on. So I realized last night that my inability to process feelings and emotions is still coming out. So much so that I told someone that, I told my partner that death is, that I process death differently. That when these people die, I won't have, regrets and stuff, because I give flowers on earth. And while I do believe that death is a terrible thing, so I did some work around that. Like, where did that come from? Why would I make that comment? And I went deep. Like, I went deep. I was digging. It was like I was just digging through the dirt. Okay, you know what? This is the comment I made. Why did I make this comment? But why can't I attach myself, to feelings and death? Why can't I attach myself to, losing someone? Is it that whole attachment theory that I struggle with? When you grab a hold to someone, you want to grab them and don't let them go. Like, I did a very thorough investigation on myself as to why I'm not able to process in real time. Why do I need time to process? Why does it take me a long time to come back and, talk about something? And why can't I process something right now in the moment? Why can't I have a back and forth banter and that be my process? Why do I have to go off and process alone? Why does it take me weeks at a time? And then it's like my feelings catch up. So if you are going through any of this and you're using processing time as the rationale, which it could be, I just disagree with that, because we have the ability to feel right now in the moment if we just take the time to think of what we're thinking, what we're feeling, why we're feeling this way, what just happened, was it a trigger, where did the trigger come from, is it something from childhood, is it something that the person did that brought up some old, memories and feelings and emotions, because feelings and emotions are different. We only have 5 emotions, but we got a slew of feelings. And we can feel all of this stuff in real time if we just allow ourselves to feel. So I challenge you to open, to welcome, to embrace these things. And I'm going to do it myself, because now I have found a way that works for me. Ask myself all of these questions. I go through questions in my head and I have a conversation with myself so that I can arrive at the place that I need to arrive to. So I challenge you all to do the same thing, or find a way, a tool that works for you, that allows you to process in real time, because it's a beautiful thing to cry right then and there. It's a beautiful thing to feel right then and there. It's a beautiful thing to have to calm yourself down and say, babe, you okay? Like, it's okay. All is well. You're fine. You're right where you need to be. It's okay that you feel this way. You're justified in your feelings. Your feelings are warranted. The things that you want is warranted. Like, it's okay to give yourself all of those things. So just wanted to encourage you. I also wanted to drop that nugget, because in doing my shadow work, I have really learned some interesting things about myself, where I pick this stuff up from. And I get so excited, because this is an opportunity for change. This is an opportunity for me to move different. This is an opportunity for me to do something different. And when I start to feel those feelings and emotions that come, I'm just going to ask myself those questions, whatever questions apply to that situation. So have a good day. I wish you all well today. Live the day in ease.